Okay, now. One more. This is what we do now. We're standing in the parking lot of Lambeau, okay? And on 3, we want to say, this is what you're going to say. Who dat? Saying they're going to beat them Saints!
I'm not saying that. That's safe. I got a ringing in my ear. Well, at least I'm not rivals.
Jesus on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus!
Woo!
1, 2, 3. Jesus!
Woo! Great job. Thank y'all. Good luck.
Yes.
It's part of the great design. Part of the great.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
This is 2:15 in the morning. They block off that street, that street, that street. That's a 6-block area.
Sure.
There's cops over there with rifles and shotguns.
Sure.
They're all over the place. She used to tend bar years ago at Packer's Pub.
Okay.
So she's what that one of these girls came by and drove down once, been going home, tending bar, 2:15.
Sure.
Calls her up. She gets up, answers the phone. Hey, Di, what the hell's going on by your house? The place is surrounded. Di goes, kitchen light, living room light, porch light. Looks out the window, there's nothing going on. She decides that she's up, let's let the dogs out. Hallway light, opens up the back door, yard lights all go on because the dogs run outside.
Sure.
I'm sleeping, I used to get heartburn real bad, I'm sleeping in my recliner. All of a sudden, she's shaking me and waking me up and she's crying. Tim, get up. The cops have the house surrounded. For what? They think you have a gun and you're holding us hostage. Let me alone. I fell back to sleep. Now she's sobbing.
Sure.
I said, don't give me that bullshit. I ain't playing. She shows me the phone. Oshkosh Public Safety. My daughter's upstairs. Beyonce's upstairs. They all come downstairs. I look out the window. I don't see anything. And she's crying. They said, just open the door and come out. I said, so I'm in a pair of boxers. Open up the door.
Sure.
They yell at me, walk out. Oh, my wooden walkway goes there. He says, walk straight. So I'm walking through rocks. They got bare feet on me. Get to the sidewalk. I hear click, 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 guns all over the place. 3 cars there, 3 cars there. And a little blonde girl. That's a cop. I don't know her name.
Okay.
She comes out. That tree was cut all the way down. Was it not all the way down the ground?
Sure.
She and 4 more come out. Put your hands above your head. Walk me down. She's crying at the front door, talking to the dispatcher.
Sure.
They turn me around, they slap cuffs on me, and they go, exact words, oh, oh. She's on the phone, and now she's got Lieutenant Artis.
Sure.
He's on the phone from his house. The cops, when they were here, they caught that kid that he dropped off on 41 sneaking through the yards because he was underage.
Oh my God, he was so
And they tackled him. And then he got shook up because he said, oh my God, what's going on by Tim's house? Because he knew us, you know. Because see, one time, every time the cops came over, we'd catch him. He had a fast car with a 5-speed. We could never catch him. By the time he left his house 5 doors down to me, he was in 4th gear. So one night I hid behind a tree and I threw a 4x4, an 8-foot 4x4. That car bounced up in the air, went over the grass, almost hit a pole, and he stopped. And from that time on, he drove. Even when he got to be 4 years later, when he was 22 years old, 1st gear, all the way down the street. But they were so apologetic. Story here. This guy's kind of an eccentric, and he collects all old junk stuff off the tops of buildings, cupolas, old garden greenhouses out of mansions from all over the world, old trucks, and he has artists convert them into greenhouses, like that old one there. Those are butts. Those are small barrels. That's where the word pork butt comes from. The rich would have the slaves cut up a pig, and the bad meat the pork shoulder would go into a small barrel for them called a butt. That's what a small barrel is called, a butt. Has nothing to do with the butt, the rear end.
Right.
It has to do with the shoulder. It went into a butt barrel to be stored for the slaves.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
History, buddy.
Huh?
I studied
You
barbecue.
thought all Wisconsin was cheese. Cheese curds. You're missing the whole key ingredient.
And God helps me do
That-
it the right way.
That's right. And what else? The number one ingredient in everything that you cook
It's love.
Is love.
is love. Is love.
Because I love giving it to other people.
You do, and we love eating it. So don't stop.
Beautiful weekend for barbecue.
This is the first weather forecast we've had for this event.
That's right.
It was the kid that he was supposed to drop off down the block for me, was on the north end of town. He huffed it all the way home. So anyway, they got the sting set up. Well, in the meantime, 6 blocks are cordoned off. and a
I'll just say
work at a girlfriend of hers.
easily amused.
The weather this weekend up here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Lambeau Field. Bad ice fishing this weekend. We got a high of 82, mostly sunny. Low about 64. The walleyes will be biting ya, eh?
It's supposed to be beautiful. Maybe a little hot, muggy, sunny. 82. The original weatherman don't know what he's talking about, so we got a new one.
And he's
That's good.
they just drink
Wait a minute. What would you?
It's true agave.
Wait a minute.
it's
What would
true-
you do?
You'd take a styrofoam cup, cut it in half,
Uh-huh.
and you'd feed them 3 Generations tequila.
Is that shots?
Just a cupful. Because that's
Didn't you
what
put
the macaw
wine in the
eats.
cup or something?
No, just let me finish. They drink this agave tequila. And about 3, 4, 5 minutes later, their eyes would close and they'd fall over. And you took them and very carefully laid one down in a cooler, put a beach towel on it, another one in a cooler, put a beach towel on it. And then you very lightly put in like a couple of peaches or apples and a straw hat and some stuff, marachi, those maracas. You put them in there, closed the cooler. When you went through customs, they opened it up and looked around. When you got to the other side, you took them out and they had a piece of twine on their leg and you tied it to the headrest or something, and they'd wake up eventually. You take them to San Diego, and you'd sell 2 of them for $3,200. You bought 2 of them for $400. That worked real good 4 times. The 5th time, they found them. And I went to a Tijuana jail.
We need a weather report.
Weather report. Oh, this is even better, Jeff. Don't put the camera over there because that's a little secret. 475 for an hour. No,
That's it?
No,
That's it?
Don't turn it over there.
I gotta edit that out. I gotta edit that out.
475.
Give me the weather report. That's why I'm here. Weather report.
Oh, amazing. What do you guys think? Beautiful. Look at, we're sitting in short sleeve shirts. So we got 65 degrees. Beautiful weather.
Dew point's at 54.
Dew point 54 degrees.
Just saying.
Not bad. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Cheese curds?
I ate
No way.
a whole
No way.
bag of cheese curds.
No
Yes, I
way.
did. I've got Wisconsin patient.
crap for a month.
I can't wait to
That's
take a
it.
big old dump.
Congratulations.
Sorry, Lord. One of your disciples is not as much as you thought he was. This guy right here. I don't know about all.
He knows my record.
Yeah.
He knows my record.
Yeah.
He knows my record.
Yeah. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da.
That's right.
Go! Hey! Go!
That was
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What an amazing contest. I'm sitting here on my bench and looking at my barbecue trailer, and looking at the big G of Green Bay, Lambeau Field, sitting in the shadows of Lambeau Field. What an amazing venue. Steve Krieger and his whole bunch, Josh and the whole gang, that put this thing on, do an amazing job, and it's almost like a bucket list thing, but I hope to be coming back each and every year because it's such a class act and a class event, and just awesome stuff. And really gets me in the warrior thinking mode, the warrior Christian mode of good versus evil and fighting the fight. And I think that's what I'm going to talk about today in Cook's Church too, is Romans 8:28, and nothing's going to separate us from the love of God, and all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to his purpose. And just those fire up passages that I reflect on often and get all jacked up about being out here and serving Jesus. And it's not without its challenges. It's not without its challenges. I meet a lot of people out here, a lot of great people, and before I got started, and even today, competition barbecue is basically tailgating on steroids. It's extended tailgating with the cooking part of it perfected, but there's a whole bunch of partying that goes on along with that. And I have nothing against that. I have nothing against the party, because I know when people get saved and they hear the truth of Jesus Christ, surrender their life to Jesus, that everything takes care of itself as far as that's concerned. It did for me, did for many others. So, not a problem. And but one of the challenges that I have is how much to be around it, and then when it's time to walk away from the crowds, the drinking, the rowdiness, the stories, the talk, the language, and that's hard. It's hard to sit in for me. That's what I'm struggling with, because it's hard for me to sit around a group of people that are just having discussions that are, I don't like to hear them. I don't need to hear those kind of discussions talking about, just stuff that is nasty and vulgar. And it's almost like, people get comfortable with who I am and give it to God and a preacher. And it's like the more comfortable they get with me as a friend, the more they loosen up. It's kind of funny because when I first get to know them, they try to be on their best behavior. And actually, when I'm one-on-one with them, they're being real careful about not doing things that they know would offend any Christian. But then you get into the crowd of other people, and that starts to take over, and they slip and slide down into the hole of vulgarity and just nastiness. That's the devil. It's just, like I said, I struggle with it because I love hanging out with the people, but it's hard for me to hear my Lord's name taken in vain. That just really grates on me. It really hurts. And you know what I'm saying? It's hard. I'm struggling with it, as you can tell. But and God is good. God is awesome. Prayer is always a huge thing. You go off into your own corner and you pray, and He'll answer you. And sure did for me. Showed me yesterday what He needs me to do, where He needs me to be, how He needs me to be available for people, for conversations, and it's not always what we think we want, but His plan is greater than ours. And when you surrender to that plan, you're going to have an amazing adventure. Trust me, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible out here barbecuing in Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Packerville. Holy cow. Listen, if you haven't surrendered your life to Jesus, if you're watching this, and some of you know exactly who I'm talking about, need to give your life to Jesus. You need to give your life to Jesus completely wholeheartedly, unabashedly to Jesus. And is it going to be a life changer? Yeah. However, it's also going to be an eternity changer. And that's what we all need. We all need an eternity changer. Because we're all going to have an eternity somewhere. It's either going to be with God in heaven, having fun, barbecuing, doing whatever we like to do, or it's going to be in hell burning and in pain, agony, and suffering. You got two choices. Like my friend Tommy Houston says, life has many, 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 many choices. Eternity has two. So I say choose Jesus. If you haven't done that today, it'd be a great day to do it. Give your life to Jesus, and He will love on you, continue to love on you, and show you things you never could have imagined. A peace and a joy and a happiness in serving Him that you'll never get from the world. Love you, care about you, and I'm always praying for you. That's my job out here in pro barbecue land. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
There've been times you've called me lonely late at night, but I never answer, 'cause I know it when you lie, still lie. I'll wait forever, I'll wait forever. It's really all that I can do, and I'll wait forever, forever loving you. There may come a day when you feel that you can't stay, and I'll be there to catch you, carry you across the sea. Oh, I'll wait forever, and I'll wait forever. It's really all that I can do, and I'll wait forever, forever loving you. And I'll watch you when you sleep, I'll be there when the crying starts, I'll be the one to set you free when you hand over your whole heart. I'll be the one to set you free when you hand over your whole heart.
Lambeau Field. Everybody gets real quiet when I say who dat. I wonder why.
Me too. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Where's the hat?
It's like 105. Oh no, I'm standing over the pit. Beautiful day. What do you think, Jeff? You wake up, look.
As bad as he looks, I think we need to call 911 and get him some help.
Lambo. Beautiful morning.
Who dat? Who dat? Who that say they gonna beat them saints?
Go away.
Who dat? Who dat? Oh, when those saints come marching in. Oh, when those saints come marching in.
For the family and the friendships in our lives, for the opportunity to be here today, gathered in friendship and barbecue. We thank you for these gifts and more. Please look after us today and always as we pursue our passions. Guide us in our journey, both in barbecue and on our way home. Look after us always. We are so grateful. In your most precious name we pray.
Amen. All right. Look, we're here on this is a football kind of thing. We're going to get in here. We're going to do a huddle. Come on in and get
We're
close.
not doing HOODIE.
Let's go. We're going to do this. We're going to sing and when the saints come marching in. Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go! All right. Put a hand on somebody. Put a hand on somebody. Get a hand in here. Listen. We're gonna. Most everybody's here, so we don't have to wake anybody else up. But on 3, we're gonna say Jesus, and we're gonna say it loud because we want it to go all over Green Bay. All right? You don't do it loud enough. We're gonna do it again, nice and loud. Jesus on 3. 1, 2, 3. Jesus! Woo! Great job. Thank y'all. Good luck.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, there you go. That's the photo you want. Absolutely. Roll with them babies.
Slight breeze.
Partly cloudy. I don't see one.
Right there.
There's a part of one. There's a part of one.
Wait a couple hours, then I promise.
Oh, by the way, Jeff, she's a meteorologist.
She's a real meteorologist.
She works for the United States Weather Service.
Okay.
I don't know, right now we have some serious clouds moving over, some high thin clouds filtering the sun. Those should dissipate as the morning goes through, but in the afternoon you'll have your fair weather cumulus clouds. As the afternoon goes on too, you'll see an increase in humidity, another warm day here in Wisconsin. Should be good for outdoor barbecuing. Starting tonight into tomorrow though, we can see increased chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Sun.
I just lost my job.
Yeah.
In the dessert category, goes to Tim's Food. Tim's Full Belly.
Come on, folks, everybody sing. Now when the saints go marching in, now when the saints go marching in, yes, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, sing it again. Now when the saints marching in, now when the saints go marching in, yes, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Ah, y'all sing pretty out there. Joe Daringburg.